requested series. I like riding with Duane Mclean for some reason. Highly requested series. So it ain't connected to that Bluetooth. That Apple not updated all this stuff. It's just difficult. I ain't know that the police are not behind me. I don't know who that was. Rainy day today. A lot of rain. This is my favorite days too. I love the rain. I'm heading to this job where they want me to install a door and paint the house. I'm like, I don't even do that, but I'm not about to say no to no money. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm not saying no to no bread. We'll figure it out, baby. They want me to install a door, paint the house. So I'm about to go there now and give them an estimate. I don't even know how to even do an estimate for this. I'm the chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? So my boy Dane in the building, little Sherb in the building. Yeah, we gonna chat GPT, see what they can say, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to my neighbor John too. He a white dude. He gonna talk to me about estimating it and all that. I'm trying to hit him for a band. I signed you a little 5. I didn't even put my cash up in the chat. Shouts out to y'all. Shout out to Q. Bet this is dope birthday gift. What's pop? Well, happy birthday, Bo. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. Yeah, man. About to try to knock this little. I'm trying to get this job done this week. Shoot, I called everybody trying to book a job this morning. I had to pay my daggone phone bill. That job came out of nowhere. Then I had the payment arrangement in, and them niggas talking about, oh, the payment arrangement. I'm like, man, they tripping. So I paid it this morning. I said, you know what, let me go make some bread. Off your ass or on your shoulders. One of my favorite terms. Off your ass and on your shoulders. I heard Craig say that Friday, so shit, I live by that. Let me get my seat leaned up so I can lean up. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, too leaned up. Too leaned up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Duane, what's the deal? What's up, DJ Rel? What's up? What's the deal? Gino in the building. I'll send you $5. You gonna make your daddy mad. I need a little video, a gift for it. I'll send you the 5. You gonna make your daddy mad. Yeah, send it to my cash app, $DMTV26. I email it to you. You talking about a video? I'm still thinking about how we can do a video for you gonna make your daddy mad. I want to do a video for all my songs, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make your daddy mad. I want to be have a girl play my daughter, and she bringing a white boy home, and then I'm mad as hell. Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Now that is real. They are pushing for black women to date white males heavily. Heavily. That's why it was live last night and we was talking about cheating heavy. Cheating is heavy amongst black men. The most in America. We cheat at a high clip. Amongst, I don't get it twisted, y'all. When I was in the military, white dudes cheat too. White dude, all races of men cheat like at a clip, but at a high clip, black men. And you know, a lot of black boys we raised, and we see these rap videos where it's just one dude and 50 chicks, so we never respected monogamous relationships. So they're pushing black women to date white males. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is a specific gene in the black male that they want eradicated. They want the black male, the black American black man eliminated. Now, don't get it twisted. There's a worldwide mission to get rid of all melanated people. I've done the research, y'all. I've done the research. I want y'all to look up the life expectancy of Africans in Africa. Matter of fact, just look at life expectancy throughout the world, and you will see a pattern. Everywhere there's darker people, the life expectancy is low. So in Africa, the darker the people, the life expectancy is that you're going to die around 50 in those areas. When you do it in America, all the places in the South where it's heavily populated with black people, life expectancy to die at 50. We die the most of heart disease, we die the most of cancer, lung disease, obesity, diabetes, gun violence, AIDS. Black people are the face of HIV and AIDS. We die the most. they actually used AIDS and HIV as a tactical war terrorist maneuver in Africa. You know, they were purposely passing out. AIDS was really bad in Africa. So all I'm saying is there is a global mission to eradicate melanated people. But I think that on the top of that list is African American males. And they're going to do that numerous of ways. One of the ways is to get it to where the black women will not conceive with a black man. So they made us poor. Think about it. Most black men, we don't have the resources for women to be attracted to us. Yeah, we're attracted physically, but financially, we are looked upon as the worst of the worst. I even discriminate against my own race. The job I work at it. I work in sales. If I get a black customer and it's a black male and he's not in the military, 9 times out of 10, I deny him the application before I run his credit. So basically what I'm telling y'all is I already type his social in. I ask for a social and be like, oh buddy, you're denied. And I get him out of here, especially if he comes and smelling like weed. So they're pushing this image of white men dating black women, and they're going to do that so that we don't conceive and make black children, right? The hardest thing that America's ever been able to do is get the black woman to stop fucking the black man, right? So what I mean is, think about it. Most black women tell you, I like my meat black. I don't like the white meat. So they have been trying for years to get the black women to date outside of the camp of dating black men. And it's been failing. But this is the first time they're getting traction. How they're getting traction? Memes. Memes. TikTok and Facebook is the #1 brainwasher of black women. TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram is the #1 brainwasher of black women. You attack their brain through social media. This is their falling point. See, with black men, it was easy for us to date white girls. Easy. Once they made the black woman independent, loud, and ghetto, even though I said not all black women are like that, but when they made it like that for the black woman to be that, they made the black man more easier to go to other races. And the black man's lazy, very lazy, and the black man's very horny. What was the stigma in the 90s? Black women don't go down, white girls do. So when they put that stigma out in the 90s, black men were easily from sleeping with black men due to the fact black women just like to get thrashed out. You know what I'm saying? They like to get the doonga doonga doon, doonga doonga doon, big booty chin. They like to get rocked. So through social media, Instagram, TV, and memes, they're going to get to the black woman to get her to date outside of her race, to not conceive and make black children. There's a book called No More Negro Babies. R.I.P. Mr. Daryl Campbell. This is a man I met years ago. He admired me a lot. This man said I met him when I was getting out of a military training. I was needing help with my finances to get my finances switched over. And when he was alive, I never had issues. This is why I still in the military to this day. I'm still paying them guys back. But when he was alive, I never had this issue. When I come back from training, I talk to Mr. Daryl. Mr. Daryl was an educated man, and I really, in my heart of hearts, I think the powers that be killed him. Reason why? Mr. Daryl was attached and knew a lot of information. He had a lot of hidden information. And he spoke out against the Free Madisons. Because this is how we started talking. I remember one time I was telling him about a guy who got promoted before me. He said, was he part of a fraternity? I said, yes, he was. He said, then we started talking about, Then we started talking about, woke stuff. We started talking about, secret societies. Mr. Campbell was so knowledgeable about this stuff. Mr. Campbell made a Facebook group, and this is why I think they tried to kill him off, in my personal opinion, because he died shortly after this page started taking traction. So Mr. Campbell invited me to the page. It was called Negro Land. And on Negro Land, he posted a lot of the information that he had of these books that you cannot find. There's a book called No More Negro Babies. You cannot find a copy of it online no more. This book called No More Negro Babies was about a group of black men who were hired by a secret society of, we'll call them the Freemasons. They were hired by them to go around and sleep with white women and make those babies. And those guys would sell out their race due to being dedicated to the secret society. And this happens a lot, and it's happening right now. That's why so many of our leaders are able to sell out their race, because their allegiance is not to the black race, it's to the secret society. So, let me let this truck open. So, in this book, it talked about, you know, all this secret stuff, and he used to post this stuff on his Facebook. And like I said, he passed shortly afterwards, and he posted multiple books about it. And I still have his phone number on my refrigerator, and I remember I was going to call him to have a sit down with him, and I never did. And this is one of the things I regret in my life, and I don't regret too many things, but I regret not having that little moment of time just to sit down with this man and to explore all the knowledge he had. Because now I'm only left with what I have. That's why I'm able to break down the straitjacket ritual, because I have still some of those screenshots from that particular book of the No More Negro Babies. And that book showed me a lot, that there is a strategic plan to eradicate the American black male. The American black male must be taken out at all costs. And I don't know the particular reason why, but the world wants us gone. And that's one of the reasons why I made that song, You'll Make Your Daddy Mad. It's a really deeper meaning to it. It sounds funny, but it's a huge meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a line in there, wiping out our race, and it's all by design. Because that's it. It is. It is. They wanted the black man. Think about how the black man was brainwashed to date lighter-skinned women. We had Gina and Pam, right? And Martin. I was a little boy. I always loved the lighter-skinned girl. I don't know why, but the TV put her in the spotlight. Think about it. When the lighter-skinned girl comes on TV, the lights are brighter. Her skin's brighter. They put a filter on her. They show the black woman, the brown-skinned woman, she's in a bad filter. So now I'm 5 years old, wanting red bones. Even though I told y'all I wasn't interested in black girls until I was like 13. I was in love with Mexicans and Indian girls my whole life, until I was 13. Hip-hop movies, light-skinned girl. Players Club, Lisa Ray, light-skinned girl. I'm Coming to America, light-skinned girl. They replaced the Bill Cosby show. They replaced the aunt with a lighter-skinned woman. I don't know how she went from brown to light skin. That's how Hollywood did it to brainwash the black male. The plan worked. Most black men, we ain't got babies by no black woman. But most black women got a baby by a black man. Most of them. You don't really see too many. You see a lot of brothers with mixed babies. You don't see too many sisters with a white baby. A lot of brothers got white babies, but sisters are going to go back to the black meat. So, with memes, Instagram, TikTok, social media, they found their calling. This is how you brainwash the black woman the most. She gonna be in that phone. A black woman gonna listen to her phone more. She gonna listen to anybody. She gonna listen to that phone first. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? Who's that? Oh, okay, that's the old lady who want me. Did I freeze up? Why am I frozen? How long was I frozen? Was I frozen? Okay. Yeah, make sure I hit that like button too, man. Hit that like button. It was frozen on my end. But yeah, man. Hit that like button. Let's get the lights up. But yeah, man. They're going to try their best to get black women to date these white boys. You know what I'm saying? They did it in Fresh Prince too. Yes. So my boy Mike Derringer, Siri in the building. Yes, man. Yes. You know. But yeah, man, they're going to continue to do that to make it to where black women, well, black people are no longer together. Think about it. We're the most dysfunctional race. You know, I think we should go back to being faithful men and being married to our women. I think we should. But they created the black male to be a horny ass bastard. The number one reason why we break up with our ladies the most is cheating. The one reason why our ladies say no the most. It's a cause and effect for everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember being with a girl, and I remember the black women I dated, I used to cheat for peace. Y'all ever cheated for peace? Man, I cheated for peace. For peace. I like, yo, I need some peace and quiet. I need some, and I remember just meeting a subtle girl. She was so calm. I always dated black girls. You know what I'm saying? I never been that dude to get white girls. But they made our race difficult to be with each other. We the most dysfunctional, separated race in the world. Nobody does it. You know? Think about it. I'm gonna show y'all peep game. The Miles Morales movie. Miles Morales is not Black Spider-Man. That dude's Spanish. His last name Morales. Not Johnson, not Jackson. Why can't we get a really true black? I don't even want a black Spider-Man. Hey, let me tell you this too. I like my superheroes white. I like white Batman. I don't want a black Batman. I like white Batman. I like white Superman. I want a white Superman. Give me a black original superhero. I like Blade. Blade was black from the start. And guess what, y'all? All these superheroes come out of a white man's mind. So what's the difference? Well, Miles Morales, daddy married a Spanish woman, right? Miles Morales' love interest is Gwen. Gwen ugliest is ugly. That's an ugly white girl. That white girl is not cute. That white girl is not fine. That's an ugly little white girl for the show. You know what I'm saying? She is not at all, but she white. That's his love interest, right? They showed the Hindu boy in this Miles Morales movie. What was the Hindu Spider-Man girl? Daggone Hindu. The other races, they are not about to do that. They're going to show a Hindu with a Hindu 100% of the time. 100% of the time. That's why I was shocked the other week. This Hindu woman was checking me out, like waving at me, smiling at me, looking me out of my eyes, licking her lips. I was shocked, like, yo, you don't date black dudes. You know you gonna get stoned for this. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they do the TV shows. They never gonna show a black family together in unison and harmony with a submissive black woman. The movie Us, they had this 6'5" black man terrified of his wife. He sat in the car while she had to go out and handle business. I've been in that situation with a black woman. So I'm gonna tell y'all a situation. She wasn't black. She was Puerto Rican and black, but she classifies as black because she says the N-word. But she was mostly black. She had black culture, put it that way. She had that black spirit of a black woman, of independence. So 2 years ago, we at the beach, right? We at the beach. We have a great day at the beach. I can talk about that beach day, but we're gonna just fast forward. We leaving the beach. So we park our car to the entrance of the beach so we can load our bags and stuff. There's a woman to the right of us in the parking lot, tripping. She tripping. And she asked, do we help? We like, nah, we good. She said, I got my baby in the car. All right? She crying and stuff, she tripping. All right, why would we need your help? So we packing our bags, and we see a cop pull, like 5-10 minutes later, we see a cop pull in, another cop pull in, then like 20 cops pull up. The parking lot lit with cops, and they there for us. This crazy woman called and said we was driving on the beach. Y'all, I'm driving a 2018 Camry. There's no way this car can drive on the beach. But since me and old girl was black, them dudes was wilding. They ran our license. My license suspended at the time. And I had driving privileges to drive 24 hours because I was in the military. She didn't have no license, and she was on probation. The cops giving us a hard time about stuff that they wouldn't even call for. So we was dealing with the cops for an hour when we could have been done with them in 5 minutes because the main man over the situation looked up under my car, didn't see no sand, looked at my tire, didn't see no sand. I said, look, man, that lady was crazy. She was lying. She had a baby in the car, and y'all need to be worried about that baby and find her. She was in a Suburban. The dude said, hey, man, they're good to go. Let them go. There's no sand on it. The lady was lying, and this is a Camry. He wouldn't be able to drive in no sand. I was like, my point exactly. The cops ran all of our stuff, and thank God they didn't search it, because we had some stuff in, hypothetically speaking, we had some stuff in the trunk we didn't need to have, but they didn't search the car. The cops didn't letting us go, but he seen my driving privileges, said I wasn't allowed to drive until 4 a.m. It's 11 o'clock at night. So I said, hey, look, I told my girl, told the kids was with, I said, look, y'all, we gonna wait in this parking lot till 4 o'clock and sleep, all right? So she said, they got school tomorrow. Like, man, forget school. We gonna wait here. The cops leave. They let us go. My plan is to wait till 4 a.m. to be safe. My driving privileges, I can drive at 4. The cops know my car. The entire Myrtle Beach police was just here. Why would we get on the road? She like, we need to leave now. We need to leave now. I'm like, no, we don't need to leave. Relax. So I'm sitting relaxing. The boys in the back sleep. I'm relaxing. She says, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. I said, what you about to do? So I'm just take care of everything. You just wait here. I waited, like I said, go ahead and do your thing, because I'm not about to argue back and forth with you. So she leaves out the car, walks away. I had to be the punk B, if you would say, because that's how I felt. Like, dang, she gonna just overpower what I'm saying. I'm choosing the safer route. This girl walks, she's gone for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. She comes back with an Uber driver. The Uber driver picked us up, dropped us off, and somehow it worked to where he went back and got our car and drove to where we was at, and to where we was at the vicinity, and we was able to leave at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So we finally leaving the beach at like 1. So I said all that to say that I was with an independent black woman where you had to just fall back. And that stuff is aggravating to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Now we putting ourselves at risk driving when they already know my car and we can get pulled over again. You know what I'm saying? Knowing we got stuff in the trunk we don't need. And that movie Us had a similar situation like that, where the woman made a 6'5" black man sit in the car. So they'll show our women in these movies and these shows, independent, on their own, emasculating the man. And if they show a black couple where both couples are brown, my complexion, that's how they're going to show it. Everybody hates Chris. Terry Crews, big as I don't know what, scared of his wife. They'll never show us in a leadership form. Only time I ever seen it was the movie Fences with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. My thing was with Viola Davis, she's ugly as I don't know what. I'm tired of people trying to say Viola Davis look good. Viola Davis is hideous. Viola Davis look like a dude. They're gonna show if they show a black couple together, they're gonna make sure the woman is hideous, so they make a black man not want to be with them. Prime example. That said, not what's that show with Dynamite? What's that show called? Not You Are Being Served. Not that. What's that show? I don't watch that 70s show. It was just the tip of my tongue. What's that show called, man? With Florida Evans, John Amos, and Dynamite. What's that name of that show, man? Dang, what's the name of that show? Good Times. In the show Good Times, alpha male black man, brown family, was Florida Evans an attractive woman? She was ugly as I don't know what. They're never going to show, if they do show it, it's rare. And they do show a black and black couple together, it's a lot of toxic stuff going on. It's very toxic, it's a lot of stuff going on. So they do a strategic mind F to F with us, so we don't never be with our own race of women. You know what I'm saying? And that's by design. They're going to continue to do that for forever, if you ask me. Forever. Like, it's never going to stop for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want us together. For real. Let's see if I can look at some comments real quick. Hit the like. Y'all hit the like button. Shout out Bonnie. Good times. Duane early live today. I've been through this. Black people are better being vigilantes. What's up, bro? Facts. to anger God to his chosen people. Yeah, man. And it's really crazy, man, how they got it, man. I was, another thing, man, I'm going to stick to my guns. I do believe the dreads cause you guys to go insane. If we was to cut the dreads and make dreads not popular no more, crime rate in the black community would go down by 30 to 40%. I was out waiting one time in the precinct, whatever, for the jailhouse. I was out there waiting to go do my time or whatever. While I was waiting, they had this TV playing with all these people who was most wanted. All the guys who were black and young who were most wanted had what? Dreads. I ain't seen one fade. Not one fade. Dreads, dreads, dreads. That's all I seen. And that jump, I'm like, boy, this right is getting out of hand. Like, all these people here, all these young boys with all these daggone dreads and stuff causing all these issues, you know. But yeah, man, I really do think we could lower crime if we got rid of that. You know what I mean? But that's a reach. I really be reaching with that. I do think the dreads made y'all go crazy, you know, if you ask me. But more so to that, man, we gotta do a lot to clean our race up. And I really think it's a point to where I made a video the other day. I just never uploaded it. I should. It's kind of, I might upload it while I'm at, as soon as I stop. But talking about this strategic plan to keep us poor. They do so much, man. They do so much to mess with black people that there's no way we continue to act like this stuff isn't happening. When they do way too much. They keep poor. They do all this stuff. They put drugs in our community, guns in our community. They put so much stuff in our community to where it's no way we can, because they can make so much money. They make so much money off of us being poor. Way too much money off of us being poor. So think about all the money we spend on clothes, jewelry, how many people we keep employed. We keep the churches employed. We keep Al Sharpton and all them people employed. That's what made me talk about it, because if black people wasn't poor, Al Sharpton wouldn't have a job. Think about the last political election we had. What's the Democrats' main thing? I'm gonna give you a handout, right? I'm gonna give you a handout. I'm gonna hand you some money, right? Black people always want to get handed out some money, right? So they want to keep us poor to keep the Democratic Party into a spot where they got a reason. As long as you're poor, I can be the hero. So they take the father out the home, which is strategic. And I do believe, in my opinion, that there was a group of black men who went around the 70s and 80s and 60s who impregnated women and left on purpose to make fatherless homes. Because there should have been no reason why we have so many fatherless homes to where it was. So we got, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, this. Having your father in your life means a lot. My dad being in my life helped me out so much, man. I'm so thankful for my dad, because I naturally lived the life he lived. He showed me. My dad always had a car and a job in the crib. He fell down his luck in his mid-40s, late 40s, but he got back on his feet. I'm living that now. Most black boys I see my age or younger, most, I'm not saying all, but most, don't have their own stuff. They ain't got their own car, their own crib. They don't have their own nothing. And it's because their daddy went around. You know what I'm saying? Having your dad around means a lot, and it helps out a lot to see how your pops moves, how your family moves, how everybody moves. It means a lot. So when you don't have that, so when you have that in your neighborhoods, you don't have the black father. He means the boy gonna grow up, probably go to drugs and be lazy, not know how to work, not gonna know how to do this. It's gonna cause him to be more poor. I think about our households. If we could work it out with our women, and if our women could work it out with our men, and we could fix our relationships, even if you both work at McDonald's, $30,000, that's still $60,000. The average black person ran in a home. You try to make it independent, now you can get handout. There's black people right now specifically not working a good job to get food stamps, to get Medicaid. So these Democratic parties, these political parties, these churches, constantly, boy, they said I ain't got no service. Boy, they said I ain't got no service. All right, we good? We good? I don't know if we're good or not. It's constant network busy because I'm in this road heavy full of traffic and it keep dropping the service. You know what I'm saying? But Young Jeezy destroyed the black community. You know what I'm saying? Alone. Think how much damage Jeezy did. I remember when Jeezy dropped, we were all working at McDonald's. We were still kids. I blink. All my peers are drug dealers. All of my peers. All of them. All drug dealers, and they're all selling drugs. All because of Trap or Die. He had a whole entire Southern movement. Trap or Die. Can't ban the snowman. Everybody was ready to sell drugs. This dude is Central Intelligence. Jeezy's an educated man. When you see them guys taking pictures like that, Jeezy got a picture doing that. Jeezy and Gucci Mane beef was fabricated. Gucci Mane was Central Intelligence. Fat Gucci, Central Intelligence. An agent. They get them young. These guys are probably raised in families that are tied to the government. I guarantee you, like my family ain't got no ties to the government, man. I'm the closest tie to the government because I'm thinking the only one who joined the military. My entire family. I think I had another cousin, she joined, she did like 1 or 2 years. I had another cousin, he joined, he did like 1 or 2 years. But that's far as it goes to the government. What I mean by government is Jeezy probably has an uncle who works in DC, his whole entire family's part of it, and he's raised into it and he's giving specific instructions. Specific instructions. I believe Dirk, another one, Central Intelligence, Chief Keef, another one. But I remember seeing all these young boys sell these drugs. And think about it, how many young boys got drug charges at 18? You know what a drug charge does for you? It messes a young black man up. So you're 18 years old, you get a cocaine charge, trafficking. You do 5 years in jail. 5 years in jail takes a lot of time out of your life. A lot of time. Kids, family, experiences, education, self. A lot of these boys join gangs while they're in there. A lot of these boys, they lose their mind when they're in there. Coming out into society, PTSD, you can't get no regular job, you can't move up, right? Keeping the black community poor, right? Now, there is a way around it. You can start your own business, but it's hard to start your own business. And then especially these guys go, and think about it, Lil Wayne, keeping the black people poor. Look how many black people got tats on their eyes now. Y'all better be lucky that it's 2024, they're allowing it. I know a girl now, she got a good job with a little butterfly on her face, you know, little tats on her face, but she's a female. If you a dude with all this stuff in your eyebrows and stuff like that, you're not getting no job with the warehouse. Keeping the black community poor. Hip-hop music did that. Hip-hop is one big psyop on the black community. Overly sexualized. We have the most sex at young ages. I told y'all yesterday, white boys did not go. I was 12 years old in 5th grade saying, skeet, 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 skeet. Skeet, skeet, got game. I remember they played that at my 5th grade dance, and I remember seeing the teachers laughing because we knew all the words. Girls backing it up on me. We're 12 and 11. A psyop. What's that's gonna create? Teen mothers. Teen mothers. That's not healthy. We raise our children in the black community backwards. We raise them without planning to have a child. We just, oops, I got a girl pregnant. I'm 18. Oops, I don't even have my life together. We living with our mama with 2 kids at 20 years old. Now grandma raising the baby. The kids are raised and seeing an unhealthy household versus a kid who's unmelanated, a white kid. Mommy and daddy planned them out. Mommy and daddy waited till they both graduated college. Mommy and daddy had them and raised them together in a non-toxic household. They'd be toxic, but white people are good at hiding they toxic. Now, am I saying all white people got it made in the sun? No, I know some white people had it bad. Daddy and mama got into it. But I'm saying it happens to black people at a higher clip, a way higher clip. So we had these early ages of us being raised in these homes, mommy and daddy have us, and then if they stay together, there's a toxic relationship, daddy cheating, mama working an independent job, mama independent, telling daddy what to do. We don't see, y'all, even though don't get it twisted, women run the world in all races. I see it all the time, every day. These women be bossing these dudes around. These white men get it bad. Bad. I'm talking about really bad. The other day I was at work, white man nice to his wife, trying to buy her Apple Watch. She get hot with him. I can tell he wanted to cuss her out, but she got, man, I see this all the time with these white dudes. That's why these women be controlling these dudes, all races. I had a Hindu man. Man, I hooked this Hindu man up with like 4 iPhones, iPad, watch. He left the store so happy. An hour later, he come back with tears in his eyes. I have to return everything. Wife said no. I'm like, dang, the wife controlling y'all too? I thought y'all had control of y'all women. Women run these dudes out here. Women run these relationships out here. Women run these relationships. They run these dudes. I'm telling you, it's just not our community. So we raise our kids backwards in the hood. Hip hop music does that. It's a psyop. Sending the black male to jail, making the black woman independent and strong. And if you want to go back to slavery, even though I personally don't believe it exists, but let's say historically says it exists, butt breaking. So the black woman been strong since the beginning because black men have been pussies for the longest. Ain't no way I'm about to get tied to a tree and dude rape me. We ain't about to slide. No way. Yeah, if it was slavery time, Duane Mclean would have not lasted 4 days. I'm not about to say yes. No. I'm not about to be like, oh, we're gonna whip you. Y'all gonna be whipping me all day long. All day. I'm not about to pick no cotton because I'm scared a little bit of whipping. Y'all better kill me. And people used to get mad when Kanye said slavery was a choice. It really was a choice. We got out of slavery, but they don't ever talk about how they abolished slavery for real. There were so many slave revolts. They take this out of history. We got ourselves out of slavery. It wasn't Abraham Lincoln. It was the Haiti Gullah Wars in Haiti, South Carolina. Matter of fact, there was revolts throughout the entire night. Slaves was whipping them masters up, beating them up, beating the brakes off of them. They take this out of history. It was revolts from the time. They always want to make it, and that's another thing with slavery. They always make they bet I never make a slave movie ever again in life. And I'm still tired of black folks still talking about slavery. Oh man, the Democratic Party is so aggravating, man. I remember watching Charlamagne the God talk about slavery and people still want reparations. Y'all leave that stuff alone, man. Y'all make yourself a little weak. Make yourself a little weak. Oh man, y'all did this to me. My ancestors, I need. Y'all make them empowered. That's why I don't believe in slavery. No white man enslaved my family. No, they didn't. My mama what I like saying to my kids, we had some bitch ass niggas back in the day, scared to stand up for themselves, and they went outside and picked cotton and got slaved and whipped because they scared of master. No, that didn't happen. That happened to my family, maybe yours, happened to mine. You know what I'm saying? So they'll keep putting slavery out there so the black person have a weak mind. Oh, well, we used to be slaves. You know what I'm saying? White man better than me. No, get it out your brain. That's why I told my kids slavery didn't happen. That's just fake history. But my kids, I be trying to save them so much. They so glued to the book, they don't want to believe nothing I tell them. But I think I messed up by telling them the earth is flat first. They weren't ready for that work at such a young age. I'm telling them this at like 8 years old. Earth flat, man. But the world benefits off black people being poor. There will be no Democratic Party. What can the Democratic Party say about black people? Think about it. They pushed abortion like crazy all this past couple months. Who did that go for? Black women. Oh, can't tell me what to do with my coochie. Yes, we put it up. Put it up. Man, don't get it twisted. I'm all for abortion. Because that girl tried to play me, talking about she was pregnant. I'm still mad at the chick. I'm like, lady, if I ever see that woman, I'm going to open hand slap her. Why you going to allow me, say you pregnant, fake a pregnancy? Girl, you went through some limps. Had me thinking I had a baby for like 3 weeks. Y'all ain't had a pregnancy scare in years. I've been pulling out like crazy. My pull-out game is strong. And I know I didn't bust in that girl. But she showed me them positive pregnancy tests. I did not know with lemon juice and apple juice you can make a pregnancy test positive. I did not know that. So she sent me them tests. I'm like, yo, this woman, she really went through some limps for that. But I was all for an abortion if I did get that girl pregnant. I'm like, yes. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at it is, they push the abortion stuff on the black people because they know it applies to us the most. Because for some reason, whenever you see a black woman, in my city, if you're a black woman with no kids, you are the holographic Mewtwo Burger King. Y'all remember back in the day there was some Burger King cards, right? Pokemon cards. You are a holographic Pokemon card. You are rare. You will see a black woman with 3, 4, 5 kids. I don't know why it's like that in our communities. I don't know why it's like that. But it seems like our women have a lot of sex and our men are lazy as hell and they nut and don't pull out. Why you niggas ain't pulling out? Why y'all not pulling out? Like y'all niggas be having I met a young dude the other day, black boy, 22 years old, tats all on his face. he ain't gonna be nothing. You're not gonna be nothing, son. Nothing, son. Nothing. You're 22 years old, tats on your face. You're coming here trying to open up a phone line with me. You can't cause your credit shot. Everything say paid in full. Son, when I was 22, I can go to the store and buy what I wanted. Now, granted, I made some bad decisions right now, but I know how to get myself out of it. I'm smart enough to do it. But dang, at your age, you too young till you can't go in the store and buy what you want. Credit messed up. This boy had 5 kids at 22 years old and thought it was cool. We never tell our young black males you're an idiot, son. We just let these boys, our son, there is no slander or shame in our community. We should disown these kids. When y'all had, when we have all these kids, grandma take care of the baby. No, there is nobody scalding you for having a child early out of wedlock. We should scald them, shame them, make them feel worthless about having this kid out of wedlock. What are you doing? Why are you having these kids so early? You only see it in our community. I only met 2 white women in my life that had a child young. 2 white women. Most time I meet a white woman, it's rare. Either she done had a child from a previous divorce, but it's rare she got 3, 4, 5 baby daddies. In our community, it's multiple baby daddies, and it's cost you niggas can't pull out. And ladies, what the heck is going on? These dudes, nothing to y'all. Take a plan B. Do something, squirt that thing out. Like, well, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea why it's like that, black women. Y'all be having 4, 5 kids, and then y'all want to meet a nigga like me and be like, oh, we gotta wait for sex. What? This is crazy. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. 5 kids is 22 is wild. Wow. Wow. That boy really ruined his life. It's a cycle of poverty. Facts. Shout out to Reed in the building. Like cringe because they make us look completely weak, and it's just weird they want to remind us of all the time. Yeah, slavery is one of the most weakest things they can make us do. You know what I'm saying? Weakest thing they make us do. But yeah, man, they work hard to keep the black person poor. Really hard to keep us poor. Really hard to keep us no money, no nothing, to make us look like we just ain't nothing. But it's all money. Everybody can eat. The Korean eat off the nails. The Asian eat off the Chinese store. Why does Mclean open up? Can Mclean open up a cheap Chinese store anywhere else in America besides the hood? Y'all, those Chinese restaurants be cheap. Cheap. The building looks ran down. Even the menu, when you go in, the menu is old. The seats you sit on is old. The cookware is old. They couldn't open this up nowhere but the hood. And they do it all the time. The Arab man selling Lucy's and beer, cigarettes and beer. He do it in our neighborhoods. He can't open up a cheap shop nowhere else but our area. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, our areas. So they profit off of keeping us poor. They profit off of it. Drugs. We buy the most drugs. We do the most drugs. And it's strategically there to keep us slow. There to keep us slow. For real. Then they got most of our kids being born autism at a high clip. High clip. This is the most autism I've ever seen in my life. The most. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably autistic. Shoot, I don't even know. I'm probably autistic. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lot, man. I know y'all didn't want to hear me just go on a political rant, but somebody brought it and make your daddy mad, and y'all know what a song really means. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a strategic plan out there to make black people useless. You know what I'm saying? To get rid of us. They want to keep us at the lowest part of life. Oh, let's talk about the G's. Y'all, I see more gay black boys than anything. Now, granted, I see gay all around. I've never seen a gay Asian. I've probably seen 1 gay Arabic and probably 2 or 3 gay Mexicans. I've probably seen a good 300 to 400 gay black boys in my life. This is my lifetime, and probably 30 to 50 gay white men. You know, it's like you can tell they gay as I don't know what. Not 30 to 50, probably a good 200 gay white men, a good 1,000 gay black boys in my lifetime. When I was recruiting for the military, I used to have to go to high school to high school to high school to high school to high school. The military wrong for that. Why are we making high schoolers our #1 target to recruit in the military? 18 years old. 18 years old to go die. That was my #1 target. When I used to get my list of where I need to go for the day and stuff like that, it was always a high school. I'm like, why can't I go to a college? That's where I need to go. We give college money. We want to get them before they go to college. So our target was 18-year-olds. So I'm at the schools. When I go to these schools, I went to 12 schools a week. I only see gay black boys. I only see gay black boys. And they were gayer than gay. The worst kind of gay. Fruity pied up. And it was, every school was like that. Gay is on, and gay black boys sometimes have the worst attitudes. You know what I'm saying? Like one time a gay black boy on the phone, his mama calling her a B. I'm like, what are you doing? What is race? I'm gonna cuss my mama out. I'm like, what are you doing? So it's, and then y'all go look at my dude Tyrone. Tyrone did a study about the water that's being made, it's in our water, it's a chemical in our water that's being pushed to make you gay. Cause there should be no reason why we got this many gay black boys, unless their daddy was gay. You know what I'm saying? I do believe maybe your daddy was gay. But I do believe there's something in the water or something in the air that's making these boys born gay. I remember when I was in school, Rashawn, Dan Queese, Lee Patrick, Edward, we didn't even know Kwame was gay. Kwame didn't come out till he graduated. Kwame played football, but we never seen Kwame with a girlfriend. Kwame gay as I don't know what. Big black boy, beard and all, gay as I don't know what. I can't name 5 gay boys I went to school with. All I remember is a tall, white, skinny boy. He was gay as I don't know what. Boy actually could have been big on YouTube. He got like a video on YouTube with 5 million subscribers, all that. But he just left. Who else was a gay white boy in school? See, I don't know one. Edwin was a gay Mexican. It was Edwin and what was the other little gay dude? Gonna write me one night on Facebook talking about, hey, boy, if you don't get your gay self out of here, we didn't talk in school, why are you gonna write me on Facebook in 2018 talking about, hey, boy, if you don't go? But that's in my school. So they pushed the G stuff on the black community heavy. Y'all, that G stuff pushed on us heavy. Don't get it twisted. All the races got, give me a white P Valley show. I was talking to my homegirl last night about P Valley. That was probably one of the worst. So I was dating a girl. She always wanted to watch like shows that was gay and shit. You know, I would watch some of them with her, but some of them I couldn't watch. P Valley was one of them. You got yourself a big, gigantic black dude like Clifford, got to be gay. Denzel Washington just kissed a dude. Wildin'. You have the big dude from the what's that movie called? Eternals, kissing the dude. Wildin'. Empire. Bro, Empire was so crazy. I remember watching Empire, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Empire was the first time I seen on TV just 2 males kissing like that. HIV, go look this up on your phone right now. Black males, gay black males have the highest rates of HIV. And it dropped for gay white males over the years. It dropped. Heterosexual white males, HIV rates have dropped. Heterosexual black males, HIV rates have raised. Reason why? We're heterosexual. Our girlfriends go out and sleep with a DL dude, catch HIV, come back home, sleep with me. Now we both got it. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I might really put my meat up thinking like that. I might put my meat. I probably won't put Wallace up. More and more I think, so I don't want to catch no HIV. That's not something I want to catch. Or herpes, I don't want that. And our race is the face of that. Beyonce daddy came out and said he was gender fluid. You know what I'm saying? All this crazy stuff, man. I remember the other week when Trump came out and said that he getting rid of all that gender change and stuff. I love that speech so much, man. I'm like, yo, Trump, you did your thing. I'm so happy that we getting rid of this stuff, man. Iraq, castrating little boys, having to pick their own gender. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. I be seeing the pain in these parents' eyes. I told you I cleaned for a dude, and he got a little kid. He has a daughter, but she identifies as a boy. And this man got to say he got a son. You know, as a man, how hard it is to say, that man looked me in my face and said, yeah, I got a son. I can see the pain in his eyes. And I remember when I first met him, he said, yeah, you got to clean my son's room. And I seen the pain in his eyes. I'm like, why are you saying that for? And when I first met the little girl, little boy, whatever it is, she looked like a little boy. Her room stank. It always smelled like spit and ass. Every time I got to clean a transgender, they got the nastiest homes. I done cleaned 3 transgenders' homes. The nastiest, the grossest, disgusting, most smelliest rooms, areas, all that. It's just disgusting. So this dude's house, this is the only room that smells like spit and ass and sweat, the transgender room. And it's a little kid. When I first met the little boy, little girl, it looked like a little boy, low haircut and fat and out of shape. I didn't hear him speak. It wasn't until my 3rd time going to the clean where I went to the little girl bathroom, and I seen tampons. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, that's tampons. I thought it was a little boy. I looked for the toilet seat, blood on the toilet seat. I said, oh, this is a trans. The little boy got a big ass pride flag in his room. Big ass pride flag. Big pride flag. I'm like, why the parents supporting this shit? Why the parents supporting this shit? And I know dad don't want to do it, but it's 2024. You know, these kids be watching this TikTok shit and they feel they can be something they not. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you standing your own two, telling them kids, you can't be a chicken, son. Get up. Accept your fate. We succumbing to this nonsense. So I seen Trump talking about that stuff. It made my dang a lot. It made my day. I felt good about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the world crazy. Cause I'm telling you, my number 1 dirtiest house is the hoarder. But my next 3, a dyke, a white woman that's a dyke. Her house is disgusting. A trans kid, another trans kid. I seen another trans. This is a grown woman trans. Gross. House stank. I don't know why it's like that with them. No, it's like that. It's just gross. Here's some comments. I'm not used to you going live this early. Wow, America's still different. You can actually meet trannies. Philly in the building. The Jimmy House is no longer strong too. The household is no longer strong because they made the man a bitch. The man is the bad guy. We used to come in the house and make everybody cry and go to bed like it's nothing. We can't come in the house and say, hey, the house dirty. You need to lose some weight. Hey, get that shit about the motherfucking floor. Hey, man, shut the fuck up all that damn crying. Our voice is gone. It's gone. The women got too much voice now. So that's why the household ain't strong, because women are going to lean on emotions and bullshit. Emotions and bullshit. They're not going to lean on real shit. They're going to let dumb. I seen it. Think about it. You know how many women I know will let their little girl wear lingerie? Little girl 12 years old buying little girl lingerie. Women do the dumbest shit with their kids. The dumbest shit. Grown women. I see this shit to this day. Why the fuck you naked around these kids? Put some motherfucking clothes on. They be butt naked around the kids. It's my house. It's my house. A man can't do that. See, when a man come around, we establish order. We don't do that no more. We just fall in line so we can be the good guy, so everybody can like us. As a man, you're not supposed to give a fuck about being liked. You're not. You're not supposed to care about being liked or none of that. You're supposed to care about being respected. And if I say this is dumb, we're not doing this, we're not doing it. This is dumb. We're not doing it. Oh, shit. But that's why the household ain't strong. The man, even the man in the house, he ain't got no voice. The woman, y'all, these women run everything. They run everything. They run everything. And the man is weak now. They tore down masculinity. We don't have no control over the house. We can't tell our women shut the fuck up, because we do. We're the bad guys. We're misogynistic. You're bad for society. You know. They tell us all types of stuff. So that's why the household isn't strong. That's why all this bullshit is sliding. We can't even be fathers no more. You know what I'm saying? We can't. We can't tell our kids nothing. You know? And then if you do, they'll leave. I'm going to tell another situation. So the second transgender house I was cleaning, I don't remember the girls transitioned to a boy. House stank, house dirty, tampons everywhere, pads everywhere. If I see blood and pads, I'm charging the fuck out of you. I'm not here to clean blood up, especially coochie period blood. It's not a little bit of blood on the toilet seat. Cool. A lot of, man, y'all, there was so many used tampons and pads. It's on the floor. Gross. So what happened was, I want the child to be trans. Mom wanted the child to be trans. I told y'all women be with bullshit. Dad tried to establish order. Mom said, oh, well, we gonna leave. Took both the kids and left. That man was loved his wife. But he said when I met her, she was 38. I think he had about like 14 years. Because I think he's in his 60s and she's still in her early 50s, late 40s. So he had about some years. She nasty as hell because her house was nasty. You didn't need her anyway. Woman let the house be that nasty. And you nasty too, man. You let the house be like that. But mom said, my kids are not safe with you, so we're gonna divorce and move away and move out. He says he thinks that she low-key been secretly wanting to leave him for the longest. Hold up, where I got it back. So dad said the reason why she wanted to leave was because she secretly been plotting on leaving him. So she took the first route out. And everybody did dad wrong. I remember when I was there, man, they bullied him for like $500 in front of me. That's why I knew I was about to get them bread out of it. I said, shit, I'm about to tax you too. All these tampons I'm picking up. Blood, y'all. Bloody tampons wrapped up, fishy. Ew, mix that with dog shit. Mix it with dog shit, pads. This is how nasty the house was. Pads, dog shit, dirt, and ass. Old panties. It was gross. They mean to dad. You not safe with dad. But you can pull up on dad and say, hey dad, I need $100. Hey dad, did you buy the iPad? Did you buy the iPad? He says, I'm going to get the iPad. Bought the iPad. Stand up. I'm like, man, stand up for yourself, man. It's like, fuck y'all. Y'all don't like me, man. Get the fuck out of my house. It's up. Get the fuck on. But he loved his kids. He loved them kids. Them kids was not unsafe around him. They just was mean to him. Dad tried to establish order. They left. There's no respect for the man no more. No respect. Either the woman has all the power in these relationships. Y'all, most of my business sales, I close with the woman. It's rare I close a sale with a man. The woman do all the talking. It's like that with black man. One day my homeboy came to the bed. He said, man, that nigga's a bitch. I said, who? He said, man, that nigga I'm working with. He said, this girl do all the talking. He can't say shit. And we scared to talk because if we say something, our women might get upset. Man, let that bitch get upset. Be a man. I want to bring back mandom. I want to be back control and order with men. We need to take control of our shit again. Of our families. We don't care about these women crying. And their little petty ass emotions. That shit is old, man. But that's the reason why America is failing. Households is failing, because even if you married and got your house, you ain't got no voice. As a man, you ain't got no voice, because as soon as you say, nah, I ain't with this dumb shit, you the bad guy. You the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Look how many times we see the dude say, hey, you can't go out the house dressed like that. A grown woman. Why can't I go out the house with my titties and ass out? Because your titties and ass is out. You can't go out the house. Well, you can't control my body and what I see. Hear how dumb this sounds? A woman really will argue about going out the house with titties and ass out and be mad because you're trying to establish order. Don't go out the house dressed like that. That is a bad look. It is not safe for you to go dressed like that. It is not healthy for you to do that. It is a bad image. It's going to attract bullshit, negativities. Hard-ass dicks is what it's going to attract. Calm your horny ass down. A woman going to argue that, because I do think a lot of times a woman is an agent of chaos. I do. And you get order out of what? Chaos. Which one is it? 15? Which one is 1515? Which one of these houses is it? It said 1515 Ashley Drive. Dang. Oh, this piece of shit here. With the yellow door. Who the fuck got a yellow door? Yeah, man. Riding with Duane Mclean. We will pull back up on y'all soon. I gotta check on this house real quick. Damn. And do this estimate. People start. My nigga lied on his resume talking about I can't fix no doors. Bring back the man though. Porn had me can't even lie. See clear now. And the point is ruining men too. Men will never be the good guy. It's about respect, ATP. I feel like if you have a child, it should be mandatory for parenting classes or something. I got a few parenting books. Our voice is gone. I'm not, okay. Well, y'all got to go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to see what's going on, take some pictures. I'm holler at y'all. Y'all be blessed, y'all be safe. I'm going, I'm out.